we got Rom's going to jail on the red side and Don't Be a Maybe on the blue. Let's see the splits.
Ooh, Look, blue team sending sending Tio and Lotso over to the far point actually at the moment, over towards the mine. So they're going to be versus Rom. So Rom's not bad. So look, Denshi's coming back already. So that communication really solid with these guys. Not able to get that full cap actually, and it does look like blue are going to be able to get a henge, but because they've actually held two guys back, just waiting around to see if anyone's actually going to come over for that kill. And Fifi's actually being kind of. He's just watching their back point at the moment because he's got the most speed. He can probably get back into those team fights and around the map wherever he needs to. He's actually going to push all the way back over to the mine, which is going to be really good because they have just indeed lost lots over there. But for free of, I was going to say CCG there, I guess it doesn't really matter. But they're actually going to kill Tio really quick on this. Oh no!
Oh, we've got Soyoka now doing loads of damage there. Possibly an opportunity to just leave him there, and if somebody goes down to rally on, might be quite difficult. And now it's gonna happen. No, it's not gonna happen. He just needs a little bit of damage. He's trying to spam with the... And it didn't do it. That was so close. One more hit, one more tick of any condition, and they would have gotten the rally. This way, Soyoka does the only proper thing and retreats from the fight. So they held them off quite a long time. So they got an early lead. The question is, how are they going to fare in mid-fight? And are they able to actually sustain that very small but possibly deciding lead?
That was a really good move from those guys, and the Thief staying behind, and the way he came in on Sizer was really good. But now they need to be careful because they know that there's only 4 guys around that midpoint currently, and DG's actually went down, so they know that someone's missing in those fights. And Tio's running back.
Having Rom on the henge at the moment, is he able to get in immobilized? No, very close, but not quite. He's now. Oh, actually going for the fight against Teo. That could take a while, but he's trying. There is though Juice who's coming to help him a bit against Rom. Actually, Rom doing quite a bit of damage against the Bunker Guardian there. Now he's retreating as soon as Juice came in there, so that's not gonna do very much. Tage on his way there. I don't know what he wants to do there. I think he's more needed. And no, he's not needed because Getashev the only one staying on the point. He needs the reinforcement now. The Thief is good for the damage, but he's not gonna sustain long.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I was just looking at blue at the midpoint at the moment. Both of their team members currently down. They're Red are gonna cap midpoint at the moment unless someone from blue can get there.
Well, they have Juice up there. He is getting on the point, and the Bunker Guardian. Nice. Oh, and they got a lot of cap back there as Minishi and Taxby left the point for a short period of time. Getashev down, but Juice and Lotso currently getting the mine cap, and Sizer trying to hinder him.
They're out-rotating them, dude, at the moment. Blue are out-rotating one of the best team, really, in Guild Wars 2. Well, pretty much, other than Helseth. But, they're running him rabid around the map at the moment. They're doing a really good job.
Oh, they're gonna get the cap because due to Soyoka coming there, he kind of scared him away. Now Taxby joining in there, so we're gonna have a 2v2. That's a thief and a thief as well as an engineer and a warrior. That could be interesting, but it's not going to come to that. So double outer point cap. Oh, but now they're going to get with the aggression on the mine. 3 people coming in trying to get lots. So the thief left already. I don't know what he's doing. Coming back as it appears. But they're not going to do much against 3 people.
No, I mean they've got Red have just cut mid. I think the Ellie's not really sure what he's doing. I think he was going to go up to support. He could have actually gone up to support there, but D-Juice is actually going to go for Chieftain now that he knows there's not really anyone that close.
He tried to res Lotso just a little bit as he was still alive, but now down and lost the point. Oh no, Getashev getting on the point last minute can of course hold out a lot of damage against Taxby, especially since Tage is leaving. Tage would be able to give the support there, but they're chasing the Guardian on the other side and might actually be able... Oh, did he fall down or was it deliberate? No, he's getting the storm, so we have the Guardian out of the equation, and now only the Ellie to really hold it contested, and I don't think he's going to manage for long, though, retreating right now.
Yeah, we saw DGs go for the kill over on the other side of the map, so he's kind of countered those caps that they're going to be getting for a short amount of time, not a massive amount of time. They need to start working on these points again. And I think, you know, Rom's going to need to just be careful of that back point. Look, they've gone for Sayoka's now lost that 1 versus 1 against Texaby. Actually, Texaby looks like he did quite a good job. It wasn't on that fight the entire time, but then looks like
Sayoka's trying to get up because he's in stealth, I think, right now. Oh, Tio coming on and getting him back up. Rom and Texby are there, so that might be a bit difficult to actually do something there. They're not gonna get the decap with 2 people, I think. Also, Tio slowed there, having lots of trouble actually getting on the point, and there's not much point to the point at the moment because it's capped to the red team, and they're not having like full aggression on it. Although, now they do.
Sizer's going in from behind over at the henge. He's going to get that decap as well. No, this isn't good, guys. Getting that point. Oh. No.
Last minute there, Sizer doing what he does best, getting sneaky decaps, and now actually going for the 1v1 against the Elementalist. Could go really well for Sizer, as I've seen a lot of 1v1s against Elementalist that he won quite easily.
Yeah, he looks like he's gonna win this fight over here.
Sayoka got the decap on mid, so that's something.
That's it. I think in a way, if I'll be honest here, I want to see these guys challenged really, because constantly we see them, you know, kind of thrashing teams, or it gets, you know, they do a 2-0. I wouldn't mind seeing a game here won by the blue if possible. It's still quite even at the moment. Red do have the advantage really across the map. They do have the mine point. Couple of kills. Ghetto was in downstate.
A bit of miscommunication there. So Sayoka tried to rescue Ghetto Chef with just putting down the refuge, and Ghetto Chef misformed at the same time. So that was a bit of a waste, but now they managed to at least hold it decapped and getting the aggression from Sizer and Denshi at the same time. But 2 people the other team, so they recapped it, and now they just need to defend it, and I think that's going to happen.
Yeah,
Sizer getting away with about 1k life.
Oh my good lord, that was a good job there. He's still got those might stacks coming. He's not going to be able to regen his health anytime soon, unfortunately. So, just got caught in. He should have just. He was a little bit impatient there. That didn't really pay off for him. And look, Sayoka's just going to be able to drop some poison down there and just keep him down.
Denshi are trying to res, but that didn't quite succeed.
Good job from Blue there.
Got a chef now going back, I don't know. No, he doesn't need to recap something decapped. Mid is decapped, and we only have a slight point difference. We had 1 chieftain earlier, so that for blue, so that made up a bit of it. Now only 14 points between them. So although it seems like Rom's going to jail is really dominating, they managed to hold it, and we have a decap on the mine as well. Sizer a little bit too late. Sayoka got the decap. Sizer now trying to take it back. Goes invisible there for a second, which isn't that useful. But good move now. They are going to manage to catch up to them.
Sayoka is doing a really good job. He's actually doing normally what Sizer was doing, but better. Basically, he's getting those more. He's got more decaps at the moment on versus Sizer. It'd be nice to have a little stat up there saying decaps and then each of their player names. Just thinking of that. But he's doing such a good job, and he's focusing the correct targets. He's putting the pressure on where it needs to be. He's being very patient. But look, Sizer is now on the back of him as well. So he really needs to be careful, Sayoka now. Oh, he dodged him so well. And the movement from Sayoka.
He got 1 hit in, and 1 hit on a crit is almost all of its life. He ported upwards to just do a little bit damage of Rom. On Rom, but Tio is kind of busy there with 3 people.
That's the problem. That's the problem
but the
indeed.
Decap again. Juice going for it, lots of behind him. Now they're going to go into a 2v2 with Denshi actually going in with half life there. But still the focus on Juice is just way too good from Sizer.
See, I'm really impressed with Blue at the moment. Even if they don't win this game, I would be happy even now by just the way that they're playing. They're playing so well. And I think Texaby on Rom's going to jail at the moment is probably in the right position.
Now we have 4 people from Rom's going to jail currently on the
one spot.
On one spot, so this is kind of the perfect opportunity for them to go really aggressive in midpoint, but they're too slow.
But they've gone for the chieftain. They've actually gone for chieftain, which is actually another really good idea. You know, they're using these boss skills
on the other
really
side,
well.
they have Swan here, and no one is really in place to put a steal there. Almost equal now in the points.
It's gonna get that. See, look at the boss mechanics coming into this map at the moment. ArenaNet would be really proud now, and just watching these boss skills coming up, which really have kept blue in the game when red have got an actual various caps around the map.
They really want to go for the mine over and over again. Lotso now running there, but then she notices quickly and got there because it's just so mobile. And now the entire team kind of shoving over to mine. 3v3 might be happening in a second. Kind of all the people chasing each other in pairs. Looking quite cool.
Yeah, I'm not liking what's going on behind keep at the moment. 2 versus 1 situation on Sizer is wasting time currently around the map. They need to get to that midpoint very quickly. They've killed him. That's good, but you know, he's still staying there to make sure he's not going to get res, which is really a waste of his time. If he's going to do that, he needs to get him down to like 10% HP to make
Put
Sizer
some bleedings on there, and then it's done.
Not exactly, yeah. That's a big mistake because they could have got mid by now, or at least decapped it so that they could actually come back into this.
The decap is in, but we still have the huge.
Okay.
Oh, maybe they.
Oh,
we've got a double downstate. Now the question is who's gonna kill who. We've got stealth on the blue side. They got the res off. Lotso, they're trying to res one knockback, and they did it. Tio quite low. They could actually get him with a good burst there, but oh, still invisible. Well, that's also something. But in the time, they managed to really go from almost decapped to pretty much a full cap for the red team again. That's difficult. We got 60 points lead for red right now. So even 2 creatures won't make a difference there. They need the decap there.
They've got the cap at mid, but look at Sizer. He's gone over.
It's too close. It's too close.
Too easy. They've switched the caps around. See, that was a good decision. They kept Sizer out for so long, but they forgot that he respawns. So they've actually completely forgotten about their second point, which was going to bring them back into this game.
And now with maybe a little bit of a threat at the mine, they just put Taxby on the henge point, and nothing's going to happen there anymore. Only 5 points to go until Rom's going to jail, wins the first match, and well, another stomp. There it is. Nice move at the end. Very nice move.
Oh dear. This is yeah, that's unfortunately a couple of mistakes there from blue towards the end, which really, you know, that they should have gone back, maybe just held on to henge in the mid cap as well, but that team fight over at mine, they kind of had to go for it to see if they could get it, but they did such a good job not taking anything away from them.
I'm really surprised, as dominant as Rom's going to jail looked here in the team fights. I'm really surprised that they managed to make it so close, the match. I mean,
I know,
it was true. Like 70 points difference, but still, the team fights looked so dominant. I'm impressed.
It was those decaps, man. They were really at the beginning to about probably I'd say 300 points. I think blue, you know, they were out rotating, but as Helseth would say, you know, those team fights are good. They're probably they can win them, so they can, you know, they can just kill blue team and then get those caps back really quickly. So blue they rotate in well to get the actual points and the caps back so that they can come back into the game, but they're not able to sustain any team fights to actually keep the caps around the map, and they can't keep the eye on Sizer, but also they couldn't keep their eye on Sayoka as well, the thief on the blue team. So
decaps all around, people.
Yeah, which is awesome to see because we haven't had any thieves yet. So it's good to see this little grudge match between these guys at the moment. It's really nice to see.
Yeah, especially how they're kind of chasing each other if they stumble upon each other in a team fight.
I love how Sizer just whispered me and says, "I managed to miss my first 8 steals in a row."
Nice.
Sorry, mate. I didn't mean to say that, but nice bit of honesty there.
Just getting it out in the open.
He's a good guy. I think he knew I was probably going to say that, but he's fine. He doesn't mind me saying that. It's all good. We all make some mistakes, but you know, he had a bit of a challenge against Sayoka there at different points in the game, and so he was really well placed. But those guys, Yeah, really good team, really good fight actually, good game.
Yeah. I'm really interested to see if the kind of weakness in the team fights, how it's going to play out on Foe Fire. The rotation, I mean, rotation is important, and rotation can do a lot on this map, especially because it's fairly easy. The problem is with the points so close together, out-rotating people is a lot more difficult than in Niflhel. You can't quite be that sneaky. We often see, if we go back in there, since the points are in a line, you basically have a really good perspective from either the ledge here or the one over there, the little cliff, to just keep an eye on 2 and almost 3 points. So it's difficult to out-rotate people, but we always see people kind of take the extra long way around. So kind of around the rocks, around the cliffs on the side, just to get a little bit sneaky, which is so difficult on this map.
To get a little bit sneaky.
Sneaky.
Oh man.
Exactly.
It's just going to be really interesting to see how these guys play this map, because I don't think when we've seen them before, I'm not sure how strong they've been. I can't remember last time I saw them personally because I haven't casted the last week or so, but they seem to have really got better. Like these teams like that have dropped out recently, not really played much, like 55 and these Rom goes to jail or whatever incarnation they will be. When they've not played, it's really allowed these teams to gain some confidence. So
yeah.
In a way, it's good that those big names haven't been playing as much recently, because it's really brought out these players and it's given them confidence, and it's really good to see how well some of these teams have just improved. I mean, same with Not Lunch or Lunchbox or whatever they're called now. They've just improved immensely, and I'm really looking forward to the second game. It should be good.
It's just, although it's the same, we haven't seen 55 in such a long while. I've heard countless times with people who thought, guys, I'm spectating you. You are quite good. Just go into ESL Weekly and have a try at it. Everyone said, no, we don't want to get 500-0 stomped on stream against 55. And now with kind of the biggest threats gone, a little bit of a new scene has developed. New people who tried, new people who trained, and especially new people who are kind of matched up against each other quite equally.
It's true. It is true. People are very scared of those. Like that is exactly right. So I had a conversation with someone about just before this started. I was like, why don't you just go into ESL? And he's exactly the same. It's like, I don't want to play TCG and just get completely trounced. So yeah.
Although I can say I have before, and it's fun.
yeah.
Getting
you get to play against them. Yeah. You get to play against these guys, which, you know, you might not ever really get that opportunity if you're not that high in the leaderboards, or unless you talk to them directly, which people, you know, these guys have always said they can.
Yeah. So what are we actually waiting for in terms of starting this?
Looks like Helseth's playing.
Helseth's playing. Okay. That's interesting.
That's okay, is it?
If he's in the roster, I think so. Let the admins handle it. We have nothing to do with it. We are innocent.
We are innocent. I'm not touching it.
Just looking at it.
Just looking. So here we go. This is, you know, if Rom's playing, this is TCG.
Yeah, I assume he's gonna. Instead of Taxby, we now have Helseth on the red team. We can have a quick look at his build. It looks like, the Shatter build we often see. Oh, he went away from the...
he's gone away from it.
Yeah, some kind of a bit different build. Can't quite remember what it was, actually, because I haven't seen it in such a while. But now back to the normal Shatter build.
Yeah, I think so.
And I'm really interested to see a Mesmer play, finally, again, in the ESL Weekly Cup.
Yeah, we haven't seen any at all in this tournament so far.
Some portal play, mass invisibility can really turn a team fight around. So
yeah, Helseth using portal. I still can't get used to that. It's weird for me.
To what?
It's just seeing him play portal. Just remember for him not playing it for so long, ages ago, and then just playing it all the time now. It's like, it's just odd. It's just funny. He's really more team orientated than he used to be. It's good. These guys, they're solid. It feels like almost TCG are flipping you know, they don't even need to talk. They probably know where they're going. You know, they're just running the way they run around the map. But hey, hey, here we go.
It's good to be familiar with the others' kind of play style.
Oh, Tage has changed his build.
Tage has changed to what?
Like more consecrations, yeah, for the sanctuary.
Yeah, and
look,
then
see,
even
he's doing it. He's going into consecrations. Good man, I like it. No, this is a build he's played before. Yeah.
So how are they splitting? That's going to be the interesting thing. Rom's going to jail. Could go into final, or Don't Be a Maybe could get the point, and we go into the third match. The split looks kind of okay. We have two people. Oh, do they want to decide quickly? Doesn't look like much aggression on the waterfall. Two people are there. Rom doesn't want to go in. Lotso currently the only one on the midpoint and getting wailed on by 3 people.
Yeah, they really wanted to secure that midpoint quickly by the looks of things. Lotso actually got out there as well. I didn't see how he did that. I think he just randomly jumped up there. That was interesting, but still got mid. See, Blue have already got the waterfall cap, and the Necro's quickly running into mid to just try and back up, and he's already in Death Shroud, and he's trying to get that burning off as soon as he can off that trait as well. So the focus is mainly on Rom at the moment. He seems to be okay. I think he'll be okay for a little bit of time. Oh no, he's got a lot of conditions coming down on him now. He's got stability, so he should be okay. He's not going to be able to get feared or anything for a while, but that's going to run off. His boons are coming off as well. He's getting a lot of conditions back on him. So about 8k still, so he's doing fine really. The pressure's back on Lotso, who goes down on the
instantly
midpoint.
Have a plague rest there, but the stomp was so close.
The portal dude came in just in mid as well when Rom was in trouble. Just as you said that, they switched position. Rom switched over to the quarry.
And we had we had a really early like aggression here from Rom's going to jail on the quarry. Only one Ellie, one ghetto chef was staying here and kind of keeping it neutral. Now the defense has come back in and they actually managed to turn it around. Rom's down, Minishi or Denshi is the only one staying around. Thieves coming back to kind of finish him off a bit quickly. The Elementalist can take a while. Now they got it down, Stump's coming in, Cap is going through, and they have both outer points. No, they don't, because Size is quick. Sizer go and get the decap on the waterfall and tries to go for the cap. So the fight is gonna go towards mid now.
Yeah, so the mid fight got 50-point lead there, man. I mean that kind of happened in the first game as well. Like the start was kind of a bit rocky, and then they got the idea of what their kind of tactics were around the map, and then they kind of adjusted, and then they really took it to Blue in the end, you know. But this is happening again. I mean, the main focus is on Hellstuff at the moment. Did work to get out, but he might go down on
the bleedings might take him. The bleedings will take him. He is down, but there are 3 people easily able to res him. The entire blue team kind of retreated a bit towards the general direction of the red team's base, so nobody in any approximate distance to finish him. Juice now going down, and with a try from Tio to get the res on. He actually went down as well. First stomp went through. They can just add them there and damage a bit. Lots of damage on Lotso as well. They're really steamrolling the midpoint now. That's the possible damage from a Thief and a Mesmer together.
Yeah, that was it felt like they sucked me into that down there. Like they pulled off so much damage as well. Denshi just actually tried to run over to Waterfall, but Sayoka just getting over there in time to make sure that they didn't lose that cap.
Burst damage we see there. Downstate we go.
Oh my god.
Oh, misform. Now the cap isn't going to get neutralized in that time, and he managed to get off the fear. Tries to set off the res on Ghetto Chef. Sizer eats a lot of conditions just while Juice came in. Can't really do much to finish him off aside from doing damage. 2 people now resing. Rom tries to do a lot of damage, but he is back up. Actually, Sizer's leaving now. I don't know, have they given up on the point?
Awesome. Did you see DG's coming in there with the fears? The fear kind of... there was like a fear chain that came off there, which got just enough damage off of him so they can res him. I think it was on literally about 50 health before he got res to full there. So that was really good from DG. So if he hadn't have done that, he would have lost him.
And that is going to give them a lot of momentum. The problem now, it looks like we have Roms going to jail focusing on the waterfall now. Of course, outer point hold has the slight downside that you have to walk quite a long way, and also go through the midpoint to actually get to the waterfall. So if you got 2 guys on one and 3 on the other, it's difficult to actually assist one another.
And the thing is now, is if Blue actually notice it and they start to lose a cap, they could literally get a decap in mid. Someone's going to have to keep their eye on mid.
Which currently is Sizer.
Yeah, it's tough. The thing, he's the best person to switch around the map at the moment, unless
Hellsef has might get interesting here. And Sizer comes in, a bit of burst damage.
Just doing what he needed to do there, man.
Nice
just putting a
bit
bit of spike on it.
From Rom.
Unlucky. That was unlucky for Juice. Oh, Sayoka's coming in. Look at that. Nice move from him. But Sizer's coming in as well. Yeah. He's get
against 2 people, that's gonna be difficult. Yeah, 1 hit and he's almost down. Managed to point out, but tries to keep it neutral as long as he can. Going down now, Sizer instantly going to the midpoint. Rom's left behind to get the stomp on. A bit of neutral time, but soon we'll see the quarry in the hands of the red team. Although, do we have a really, really quick Bunker Guardian? He might do it. Oh, immobilize!
Oh no, that was so good.
Brilliant, immobilize really long. Immobilize, and they managed to get the cap. So 2 points now, and we have quite a good lead. We have a lead of about 100 points, 4 maybe. So they have some room to really gather themselves, group up, and get back into the game. But these 2 points, especially because they're close together, could also just mean Rom's going to jail is now snowball.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, I'm just looking. This is the difference between TCG and other teams, really. I mean, I don't want to compliment them too much, but DJs came into the quarry point and the standard kind of, ranged AoE DPS position, trying to put those conditions down. Sizer saw him straight away, ported up to the top point. Hellsef was on him in about 5 seconds. That guy had so much pressure, he's down on point now. That he is so important in those fights. TCG know the targets. They need to make sure, Blue team need to make sure that they're guarding their best DPS, their best way to get these players down, because it's going to be tough for them to actually do anything on these points. When in team fights, Blue need to just back out, man, and they need to rotate around the map, because that's what they did so well on Forest. They're still winning, and it might even be a potentially good idea for I don't know, because I wouldn't be comfortable versus TCG a 2 cap on the 1, because I reckon TCG they'll just push towards waterfall. They'll keep them there, and they could just win the game, you know.
Yeah, might be. We're seeing some aggression on midpoint right now. We had Sizer in downstate, which with a Thief doesn't actually stay that much. Tage got a really nice and smooth res of him. Hellsef now in the middle. He had to go off the point, so we have a little bit of a decap in the mid, but this capture point is just so large. You have a lot of potential, a lot of room to screw up there. You can just run back in. Getting the midpoint back is only possible with a really good win of a team fight. Otherwise, you just always have people running back in.
They don't want to be doing that. You know, you just want to leave mid the hell alone at the moment. They just make sure that you keep waterfall, so that you can always keep that Lord Rush kind of in the back of your head, and that you can. Even if it's in the back, if it's in the back of their head, it's in the back of TCG's head. So they're going to have that pressure when they know that they might potentially go for a Lord. So it's going to be someone's going to have to move back. But I don't know if they're going for it. Oh, Sayoka.
Yeah, we have Sayoka opening the gate, so a bit of preparation. That's actually a good move. I think we're going to see quite similarly reaching the 350 point mark at both teams, and he ports back, and he does get the geek. Brilliant move there.
Look at that. This guy.
Hellsef just a little bit too slow there, tries to prevent him opening the door, and loses the point. That was
Look
nice
at Blue.
move.
But sorry to interrupt you there, dude, but Blue just ran from the north gate, opening it, to the east gate, then opening that and backing up Sayoka over on the quarry point currently. That's a bit of a long-winded way to go, but how good is that? They've got the only cap on the map, dude. That was a really good distraction. Oh wow, what a move from these guys. Who the hell are these guys coming into this? Seriously, this play is just different. This is different stuff. Running the way they ran through the entire keep there, the south side, is not something I'm gonna forget very quickly.
That was just brilliant moves, and I got so excited by the move from Sayoka that I momentarily forgot to speak properly. But we have Tio trying to res Ghetto Chef. He gets Chef, of course, could mean another bit of sustain there, another bit of survivability for the big team fight, but resing him in the cleave of Helseth. And I think, is Sizer there? No, Rom is there as well. So they're not really gonna get it, but they got the other 2 points.
The 2-cap, mate. I'm literally sitting here just with my mouth open, just going, what the hell?
They have both points, and they have the opportunity to go Lord Rush from both sides. I can't tell you how often I had an open gate on one side, but the team fight just kind of meant we had to go through the other. This way,
but
they have
TCG
a choice.
can rush. This is the problem. TCG are gonna rush. They look like they're rushing. They're leaving Helseth and Sizer out, who are the biggest damage dealers on their side. But this could be a distraction as well. Blue, do not fall for it completely, because unfortunately they could send 2 or 3 guys over there and just get the points. Now they need to send someone to quarry to just counter any points that are coming in, because this is dangerous. This is a really dangerous move here. This is the only win that they're going to win, but they could win it, you know.
They're going with 5 people. If 5 people go for a Lord Rush, then it's really quick. They don't have 5 Great Sword, so that's at least one thing they can counter.
But they're already on him. Where's Blue? Where is the blue team? Come on.
We had a bit of a downstate there. Blue Lord is on half HP. Did they already interrupt the heal?
I think
they're trying to give some support on there. We are on 470 points. It's not a target anymore. Where is he?
Come on, Blue.
Don't have him on target.
He's still on heat. He's back to height.
There, he's bad. He got the heal off. We have a triple cap. 480, 488. It needs to. They do brilliant support there on the Lord. The heal is coming through. We get a bit of a wipe. Lord Helseth is down, and they win it with a 3 cap. With so little health left on the Lord, the damage didn't quite come, because Helseth, for example, was in downstate there. Brilliant support there to keep the Lord up. Holy crap, my heart is beating.
Sorry if I was speaking over at times, but Jesus Christ. Holy shit, dude.
That was a comeback. Well.
That is one of the best games I have seen for a while. Quality.
Holy crap.
Maybe. You have my heart. That was good.
It was so close. Where did the last bit of heal come from? I think
nobody interrupted the Lord's heal, and it was just, you know.
I'm gonna try something now. I think we have a little bit of time to do that, and it's brilliant if it works. And yes, we can. Yes, we can. We have a bit of a replay. We can have a little bit of a not quite instant replay. So where are we gonna go? Okay. Let's have a look at that. As we see here now, they are currently going for the Lord. It's quite high up at the moment. The blue team took a while to get there, and it's on half already. I thought they had already interrupted the heal. It's getting close. We have like maybe 25. Then I lose the Lord out of the target, which is really shitty of me. Please forgive me for that. We see the damage coming in. We see the support. The entire red team is dropping. We see Helseth going down. And Sizer also hitting the downside. So the big damage potential just was gone at that point. The last bit of tick on the blue side with the 3 cap to 500. 370 to 500. That was a brilliant ending.
It was so good, man. You just showed that and I couldn't see it, so I'm gonna have to rewatch it on the stream. I'm rewatching it just now, but it was the healing that came out. He was literally on 25% to 20% HP for at least like 10-20 seconds,
and 5% in the end.
It was, but everyone was rinsing their interrupts because they were just like, you know who won the game? The warrior did on the blue team. Lotso going for the quarry was so important. Yeah. If they didn't do that, I think they would have lost.
It really was a thing of 1 or 2 points there. 1 or 2 seconds. If the cap,
Yeah,
if the cap on Quarry just came 5 seconds too late, it would have been the match for Roms going to jail. So I don't think I actually changed the overlay because we have 1-1. 1-1. They managed to get the match, and we're gonna go into the first battle of Kylo for today.
Yeah, man. Jesus, we're not in the final yet. This is quality. This is really good.
Yes.
This is good. Good stuff. This is what I wanted to see in Guild Wars 2 Spvp. Some teams coming up and giving TCG and giving, you know, these other teams with something to, you know, something to think about for the next Tournament of Legends, especially because, you know, that's a strong damn performance. This is the Tournament of Legends team. This is the team that have played together and that are so solid. And they've just been beaten by maybe on that last map and out rotation. I don't know if they out rotated, but they did some stuff that we do not see that often. The movement that they did through the keep, opening that door on the north side and the east, was just genius. It was just absolute genius. The mass distraction that caused TCG really, you know, it unnerved them. They didn't know what they were going to do, even though they were on the backs of them. It was just good to watch. Good to watch.
Yeah, some brilliant moves there. And, well, my first English ESL Weekly Cup, I'm happy.
This is going well, man. I've just noticed that. I'm really dark over here. One of my light bulbs just went out.
Okay. That's sudden.
Oh dear. Not good.
So
I can't afford lighting.
Brilliant. And apparently also not a camera that doesn't go out of focus.
Yeah, because it's so dark. It's just gone. I'll fix it when we're back into we're back in the game.
Well, the question is, what do you think? Can they pull off something like this again on the third map? Battle of Kylo is kind of a different animal altogether.
Competitive. This is the problem. It's like how many times have maybe played competitively on this map against teams like this? Because, you know, TCG have done it many times. That's the only problem. I'd probably give it to TCG, but the problem is like, are maybe going to play something similar to what they did in the last game? Are they going to completely surprise us and just do some stuff which teams don't do? Because TCG have been, you know, when you get to the stage they are, it might start to get a bit like, oh, we don't play as many teams that are as good as us. And I think it's fine to say that. So, you know, they might start to get a bit out of practice. They might not be practicing as much as these guys, but, you know, maybe you've got nothing to lose, and they've just proved that they can beat these guys. And I don't know who to go for in this game, honest.
Yeah, it is going to be really interesting to see how the trebuchet is going to affect things. Because
they were good with mechanics as well.
Yeah. It was funny, in the last game, in the first, I mentioned that, at least for me, it seemed like Roms going to jail had the upper hand in every team fight. Now in Fire, it was a bit more equal in the team fights, and the rotating from maybe was really cool. And
yeah, that's true.
And in that map we had TCG that it even got so close for them. They were in a position where they needed to do something for so long, had to 2-cap for a couple of minutes only. Only a small window of opportunity where really Roms going to jail went for it and got the upper hand. So Don't Be maybe controlled it quite well. We could talk about it for another hour, I think, but the better version to clarify all of this, I think, is to look into the third map, and that is going to be Battle of Kylo. We still have Roms going to jail on the red side and maybe on the blue side. Let's see the splits.
They're going quite defensive. Teams are going a lot more defensive. TCG have just gone 3 guys to their close point, and but they've already started to move. I think they moved out too quickly there from mine. But I think Sizer, you know, he's just watching the battle from behind, and Helsef as well. So there's a lot of action going on around kind of windmill and towards the mid now. Oh,
yeah, Lotso gave already up on the windmill cap.
Yeah, that's it.
In
Mid's
mid,
looking
it's
quite good.
all kind of okay. We have actually a little bit slower cap for the mansion there, so they took a while. Rom now going aggressive, trying to force the 1v1 with Juice. which he won a couple of times.
Oh, Lotso's having a bit of trouble on mid. He's just gone down off point as well. The res coming out, but Tage's got stability, so he's not going to be able to get the res up there, unfortunately. Lotso's going down. He's quite important in those fights. D-Juice as well going down over on the Henge. So this is what I was talking about a bit earlier. Even though the only point in the match, Mansion, sorry, the experience is going to come out from TCG now. I really think that. But look, the thief on the blue team really is saving these caps, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, we have him now against Rom. Juice was kind of an easy target for Rom here. Took him down with almost full HP. In mid though, it's not looking that good. We had one knockback, so the cap is back on the neutral side now, but the second stomp is just gonna do it on Tio, and we have nobody who can come in there. So in a couple of seconds we're gonna have two caps, and Rom's going to jail immediately, going for full pressure on the mansion.
I think we've seen this a lot as well. I still remember the TOL final where, you know, TCG really destroyed 55 HP monks, and they kind of pressured them a lot. I think as far as I remember, they did pressurize heavily. They were really offensive on this map.
And we have GW2 going for the decamp on Windmill, but Minishi is way too quick. He noticed it and is gonna prohibit that. In mid, we have always kind of people having an eye on it. Sizer standing on the ledge, keeping 2 points in check. Doesn't really want to help Denshi here because he seems okay against GW2.
Yeah, this could be a really strong match for TCG. Look at the way they're getting around the map.
The opener is just already something to be a bit scared of. They really managed to secure the 2 points fairly quickly, forcing the big team fight on the mansion, which is kind of taking ages. Helseth here the target of choice. Of course, a huge threat if just left on its own devices.
Yeah, I saw Helseth, he actually blinked away from Rom there, which was maybe a bit of a mistake, to be honest, because, you know, it took the focus of... I think he was trying to get away the focus from Rom, but they just went for the down anyway, and they were patient enough to kill him. So they're actually going to bring out team wipe, which might actually help them get back into this game. But they need to do it, and they need to do it really, really quickly. Maybe starting to use that Treb might help them to try and maybe win those team fights a bit more. But they're gonna try and get to mid now. They do have mentioned maybe they can give them a little bit of momentum to kind of get them back into the game.
They have the decap. It's equaled out now. We've got 1 point for everyone. Here now, GW2 trying to get the decap, not quite quick enough. The problem is that more than 100, we've got 130 somewhat points lead for Roms going to jail. And on a map like Kylo, without any possibility to get some points quickly due to creatures or Lord Rush, these 130 points are going to be really difficult to catch up on.
That's completely correct, man. This is the problem with this map. I mean, there is nothing to boost. It's literally, it really is about rotating and about those team fights as well. But it can be also about the Treb if they can use it effectively. Because I've seen it get to those points where towards the end of a game, a Treb has really switched a free cap to almost completely to another. And the opposite team, but I don't think that's going to be the case in this game. I really don't think it's going to be touched much. Just as I say that, it looks like GW2's actually going to go for the Treb on mid.
I think is he staying on it? Yeah, he's staying on it, trying to help in the mid fight, and especially in the mid fight, since the distance from trap to point is the shortest. In the mid fight, it gets at full potential, and Sizer managing to get the decap on the mansion. Juice trying to prevent him. Is going for the 1v1. Lotso coming to help him a bit, chasing Sizer away.
And Helseth, he did a good job of just putting that pressure on GW2 over on the Treb there. I'm just wondering if he's going to try and finish it. He's not actually going to go and kill the Treb, but it looks like GW2's actually she's going to migrate over towards Windmill. I don't think he's going to be able to get that decap, especially with Helseth being that.
Quite.
Not too far away, but yeah, Helseth actually got a lot of damage on it.
Yeah, we have Sayoka there helping out, so a 2v2 that could quite possibly end well, although GW2, huge damage on him. Now the Refuge to get a bit of safety there, but Sayoka in the cleave getting to half HP. Simply that is difficult. We need him. No, he didn't. Can he rest from there? No, we had Ghetto trying to move towards Sayuka in stealth to get the res off. Sadly, Sayuka thought, well, it's safer down there. Ghetto had a bit of another opinion. The res got through, though. The portal is there. Helseth came back immediately.
Yeah, this is TCG's game, man. You can see that. Look at the way they're getting around the map. They're keeping the one cap. It's enough to get them further ahead and further ahead in this game. They're gonna get mid. They're not gonna get mansion though, and Sizer's able to get a full cap over there at the moment. You know, they're sacrificing one cap for another. Mid is a good cap to have, but they need to make sure they rotate well back towards the mansion. Now Sizer can kind of guard really mansion because he can make 1v1 most of these guys.
I think he's gonna change with Rom, or is Rom? No, Rom is gonna go for somewhere else. Tries to assist at the windmill where Hell's currently down, but Tage is on the. Oh, nice interrupt from Sayuka, interrupting the res on Hellseth getting stomped. Really, the stealth downstate mechanic going off exactly back out of stealth when the stomp was finished. So unlucky timing there for Hellseth.
This is really good rotation from Blue. Look at where they've got their warrior at the moment. He's the guy on the midpoint, and that's Lotso. He's the patience it takes to really hold a cap is just, you know, it wins and loses games, and he's doing an important job. We've got the one-on-one with the Thieves over in the mansion, which could be quite interesting actually, because it's just these two guys have really been at it throughout these games, and you'd think this is the final. I keep thinking this is the bloody final. It's not, and it would just be interesting.
Still got the final in front of us.
Oh no, Jesus, this is going on for a long time. But it's a nice one-on-one, and unfortunately, you know, we do see Denshi getting involved as well. Also coming in to try and get the res.
Too, but the damage is just too much. Well, he had the port, but the res isn't quite possible. It is in Endure Pain now, but not really useful there. Trying to maybe keep two people busy. That's still an achievement. In mid, there's currently Rom trying to get juice, but oh, and he almost managed to. I think that was one eviscerate that almost took him out completely. Also, the assistance from Hellseth up there from the roof. And now they might actually go for the triple cap. If they get that, then I gotta say, Don't Be a Maybe is really screwed.
I think they're already out of this at the moment. GG's, I think.
Yeah, the
come
GG's.
Out. Yeah. That's it, really. Unfortunately for those guys, I'm going to stick by what I said at the beginning. They just don't have the competitive practice on this game, on this map. Sorry, to beat TCG. They've played in Tournament of Legends in this game in this map.
TCG is also really strong on this map.
They've got the Mesmer, and they've got the Thief. You know, Helseth can blink through mid in like 2 seconds. You know, he can get through this map like a mofo, and he's got the portal as well. Same with Sizer, so they've got more mobility on this map, which is just so bloody beneficial.
Okay, I think some people are only standing around now. Some are still fighting. This is going to go towards Rom's going to jail, or TCG, as we have called them throughout this cast quite a lot of times.
Yeah, it's TCG now, really, because it is the 5 of them.
This is just running its course, so unbelievably close match on Fire. We had quite a strong lead, although surprisingly close on Niflhel, and just complete and utter domination from TCG on the third map. But
unbelievable second game though. I'm not going to forget that. No way. Seriously. Someone needs to tell this team that they need to, they're going to be a contender in Tournament of Legends if they go in as that team.
I just hope we're going to see them lots more times. Because I want more scenes like that. More scenes.
And I actually think Lotso actually was trying to get hold of me before the game, and he was like, I think they've got a pug in there.
Really?
Yeah. So the pug turned out quite well.
Yeah.